after Solra, we kind of had, I think it was another bus ride that went forever, I think, to Lumbini was our next stop, if I'm not mistaken. And Lumbini was the birthplace of Buddha. So we got to we stayed at this one hotel there. We were there for, I think, 2 nights, one night, can't really remember. But I remember when we got there, we had quite a few things. What did we do? I remember the morning after we got there, the second day, we that's right, we were there for one night. First day we just chilled out, didn't do much, I don't think. And then the second day, so some people went out and did some field recordings to record the jackals, which sound like laughing people, really weird kind of. I haven't seen one yet, but I think they're like dogs, like sort of weird looking wild dog things. But like they do this kind of yay, like this yelping sound, which is really weird. So some people went out and did some recordings there. We also went to but the second morning we actually went and saw this man named Sato, one of Greg's friends. He's a monk, in one of the Japanese monasteries there in Lumbini, and which is really funny because Jennifer, those of you who know Jennifer, my exchange student friend from high school, who I went to live with for a couple of weeks in Germany, her family practiced the same Buddhism that Sato is the head monk for in this monastery in Lumbini. So it was amazing, kind of sort of like this spiritual full circle thing for me with the chanting and all that. So we got to actually go and walk through the village with him in the morning, which he does every morning for 3 hours, and blesses all the children and chants Namo Myoho Renge Kyo with them. So I got blessed as well, chanted with him as well, which was really cool. And then I think later that day we all hired bicycles and rode through the like Lumbini kind of conservation place, which is like, it actually has the building like the birthplace of Buddha. It's got Chinese monasteries, it's got Tibetan monasteries, I think it's got Japanese monasteries. I think there was, I'm not sure if there were Mongolian monasteries there, but there were lots of different monasteries, and they had like an international monastery as well, where every Buddhist monastery in the world, I think, contributed a stone or contributed something so that there was one international one in Lumbini. I think that, I could be wrong, but I think that something like that was the case. But it was cool. So we were getting to ride bikes around all day, these really dodgy things that just felt like they were going to break. It was hilarious. So just riding them around all day, just going from monastery to monastery, checking them all out, looking at all the artworks and the architecture and all that stuff, and got a bit sort of, it was a good experience, but it got a bit kind of, we see one monastery, seen them all kind of thing. It got a bit like that towards the end, but I still loved it. It was a great day. And then later that day we got to record and chant with Sato in the monastery, which was like completely like a video I posted a while ago of sitting in the Tibetan monastery with all the loud instruments. This was just drumming, and everyone got a flat skin drum with a piece of stick to hammer against like that, and then do the Namo Myoho Renge Kyo, that kind of chant, and it just close your eyes and keep doing it, and it just takes you somewhere, and it's just this amazing. It was such an amazing experience. It was so kind of, it really was a really indescribable feeling. It was unbelievable. I was so glad that I did that, and it was one of the main things of this trip for me as well, to kind of go and actually see this Japanese monastery, hoping that it would be the Buddhism that Jennifer kind of exposed me to, like when I was younger. So that was really, really cool to do that. And then from Lumbini, I think we've been on a bus. We caught a bus this morning. No, we caught a bus last night to a border town called Sunali. So we're in Sunali just for one night, which was New Year's Eve. We managed to get some fireworks, which was really cool, and get some grog. And me and Jackie stayed up all night. We didn't sleep, and we went for walkabouts. But they actually, here they sort of lock the gates of the guest house at the front sometimes. So we had to climb the fence. It's like 1 in the morning to get out of our own guest house, and then we walked just down and we went to some stalls and just sat with these Nepalis that couldn't speak English. So the language barrier was, it was awesome, but it was amazing just to be kind of amongst them and like just with them and like trying to ask for tea, or like we had noodles, we had an omelette from somewhere else, and delicious, amazing food that they just cook on the spot. And then we actually crossed the border that night without passports or anything. It was hilarious. We just walked through and talked to the guys, and we were just like, oh, we're just, walking through, having a look tomorrow, we're coming by here with visas. And they're like, yeah, sure, walk through, go ahead. So we walk through, then there's the next gate, and we say the same sort of thing, and they're like, yeah, sure, go ahead, have a look, go walk, don't go too far though, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, it was really fun. But then eventually these two guys on a motorcycle rode up with sticks, and they were kind of like tapping the sticks on the ground, and they're like, oh, do you have a problem here? And we're like, no, we're just having a look. We talked to the guards over there, they let us, and they're like, okay, and drove off, and we were a bit kind of like, oh, maybe we should turn back now. But yeah, by the time we got back, it was like 4:30 in time to leave from the guest house and have this. I don't even know how long the bus ride today was, but it felt like forever. But we probably like 5 or 6 hours or something, maybe that's what it felt like. But yeah, on this bus, hungover, no sleep, was a bit oh. But then yeah, we officially crossed the border. Then we caught the bus, and then from the bus we caught these little car things that took us to like sort of the top of the Ganges, and we got on this boat that they'd fully decorated for us, which was amazing, like just mats down, so we all lay down in our sleeping bags in this boat and just cruised down the Ganges, not even like a snail's pace, just drifted down until we hit Varanasi. And that's when we got to Varanasi, probably maybe like an hour and a half ago, 2 hours ago, or probably a bit more than that now. But yeah, that was great. It was 5 hours on the boat, and it was just, I think I slept for about 3.5 of it. But like the first half was just amazing, just so tranquil, peaceful, just, and actually like crossing the border now, being in a different country. But at first there was not much of a difference. It was still Nepal. It didn't feel very much different. Like they still had to say namaste for hello, goodbye, and dhanyabad for thank you, that kind of stuff. But like I'm noticing here in Varanasi, I think like I'm just getting like a vibe. It's a bit harsher, a bit of a harsher vibe than I got in Nepal. I don't know why. Maybe it's just the way what I'm just receiving from this place. But at the same time, kind of tired, not in the right mind frame. Maybe just give it a sleep. Give Varanasi a try tomorrow. It's supposed to be one of the most beautiful cities in the world, and from what I've seen, I would probably agree. I mean, through videos that I've seen of it. But I'm gonna go down to the Ganges tomorrow and probably check out a lot of cool stuff. But my next video I'll probably be making on the train when we have a 2-day train ride from somewhere here down to Chennai. So I'll be making videos then and uploading them in Chennai, hopefully. But okay, well, goodbye for now. Just a goodbye from Jackie as well, who's just asleep right there. Okay. Well, I'll post another video soon, hopefully. Bye.